Hola, this is part 2 of how to sound like a native Spanish speaker. For this video, I have chosen 3 consonant sounds. For me, these are the most difficult 3 consonant sounds for English speakers. And I can see that most of my students struggle with these sounds to begin with. Of course, once they get to advanced conversation, they are okay. So if you wish to sound like a native Spanish speaker, you need to master these 3 sounds. Sound number 1, ra, 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 ra. Sound number 2, rrr, rrr. Sound number 3, like clearing your throat. Now, we're going to talk briefly about each of these sounds and give you some practical advice. Sound number 1, ra. I feel that this sound occurs in American English. Middle T's tend to shift to ra, as in better. I always ask my students to remember this song. Things can only get better when I do this sound. So this is the sound ra, as in better. If you're not American and that doesn't help, think about, if you're British, think about Cilla Black when she used to say things like Laura, Laura fun. That ra, again, isolate that sound, that ra, ra sound, and transfer it into Spanish because you will need it. These are the examples. Verano, verano, verano means summer. Then pera, pera, pera means pear. And amor, amor, love. And to practice, you can make little sentences like una pera para mi amor, una pera para mi amor, a pear for my love. So that needs practicing. The second sound that most English speakers find difficult is the sound rrr, rrr. Now, this sound is a difficult one. I'm going to give you some tips. Every time a Spanish word begins with the letter R, sounds r, as in rosa, as in rico. When you see a double R in the middle of the word, always sounds r, as in burro. There is an exception. A single R after the letter N also sounds r, Enrique. That is an exception. So you can again make your sentences, or you can pretend you are Speedy Gonzalez and you say arriba y arriba, or you can go to karaoke and sing the song La Bamba that has words like marinero, that's sailor, and it's got the sound ra, and it's got the word arriba many times. So that is a very good way to improve your pronunciation, doing karaoke and having a laugh at the same time. The third sound that it's difficult for most English speakers is the sound My students tend to say that this is the clearing your throat sound, and it is true. But again, it's important so you sound more like a native speaker. It occurs so in words that begin with the letter J, but in general, every time you see the letter J in Spanish will sound h. Also, the letter G, but only when it's followed by an E or an I, as in geología. But listen to these words, Jorge, Jorge. Now, my name is a good word to practice Spanish phonetics because it's got the h twice, it's got the J and it's got the G, and it's got the R in the middle that must sound Jorge. No Jorge, but Jorge, 2 syllables. Then we have the word bajo, bajo, that means short, and reloj, that means clock or watch. And finally, geología. Now, if you want to put it all together and think of a little phrase to practice these three difficult sounds, in my opinion, the most difficult consonant sounds for an English speaker, ra, ra, and ja, say this little phrase. But in this case, this is a sentence. Jorge Enrique es de Murcia. Jorge Enrique es de Murcia. So Jorge Enrique is from Murcia. That is all for now. I hope you found this useful. Now, I always finish with this. Muchas gracias. Hasta la próxima lección. Adiós.